Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the stream. It's hot. Hot, man. In England. Oh my god. Even where I live is hot. And I live in the north. Audio's good, I think. I have been away the last couple of weeks. I was in Rome. I just need to post 2 things and then we're all good. And I can get into today's topic. Oh my god, it's so hot. Right, we're all good. I think we are ready to start. So yeah, I was in Rome 2 weeks ago, and I did actually share in the Instagram group a couple of pictures of a crypto bar in Rome, which was this one here. Pretty cool. Coin bar, it's called. Central Rome. I think this was on the way to the Colosseum, so I couldn't really stop and get anything. But if you're in and about Rome, Coin bar. It's on like a main street, so you should be able to see it if you're nearby. But yeah, pretty cool. If you're in and about the city of Rome, which is pretty good. Very busy though, and very expensive. Very expensive. Right. Anyway, the topic for today is boring but will make you rich. And I've done this topic a few times, but I want to kind of elaborate more on what I see in crypto and what I see in the generic crypto holder. I should say the 99.9% of crypto holders that I speak to or that join the group or whatever is generally this is what happens, unfortunately, for them. And don't get me wrong, I used to do this. Because this happens to everyone in crypto. When you start crypto and you go down the rabbit hole of watching YouTube, you may have, started investing in Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. Inevitably, you end up on YouTube to see what people are saying about cryptocurrency. And what you'll do is watch YouTube videos about your crypto's potential price. And this is where we fall down the rabbit hole. So what you'll do is, like I did, Celsius Network, YouTubed Celsius Network price prediction. And again, it comes up with ridiculous things. At the time, people were saying like $260. And all these videos have been deleted because they said it in the thumbnail. Celsius Network to $260. I saw actually 2 separate videos from 2 separate people talking about it being $260. And, it's 1 cent now. But bear in mind, this was at a time when it was $2. So the rise from $2 to 260, 130x is what these guys were predicting, which is obviously insane. So what you'll do is you'll watch that, you'll get excited like I did, thinking that your coin's gonna 130x. How is I to know any different? Because these were experts, right? And then guess what? I guarantee, and I put this poll in the Telegram group, how many people have actually watched the YouTube video with a price prediction that, let's be honest, is ridiculous, and how many times has it come true? Because they were always say, well, Bitcoin was $100 once. Look at it now. That's kind of what they always refer to, and that's what a lot of guys cling on to in the hope that them watching videos about the favorite crypto, someone says a ridiculous price prediction and it will happen, but inevitably 6 to 12 months later, absolutely nothing happens. And then, you just keep going, don't you? Because you sell it, buy another crypto, watch more videos about this new crypto, get excited, nothing happens, repeat, 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 repeat. And that is the cycle of doom that a lot of people in crypto fall into. I cannot emphasize the amount of people I've spoken to in crypto who've made absolute zero in 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, 7 year. It's insane how you get sucked into the world of crypto through the enticing offer of Bitcoin, but end up just getting wrecked because, you sell your Bitcoin, you get Ethereum, then you go into the altcoins, the meme coins. You know the story. And that is the unfortunate thing that happens. You know what I'm going to say, though? Right? That's the before, the old mindset. I should say 99.9% or 99.9999% of crypto holders. You've seen them on X. We've gone through the stupid accounts where people just continually DCA into their coin, which has done nothing, never made them any money. This is something you should try, though. What should you try? Monetize your coins in pools, aka this. Start getting an ROI straight away. So guess what? You make money in the next hour. You can spend the yield straight away. You don't have to wait 6 to 12 months for a stupid price prediction. But 6 to 12 months later, you've gained more crypto. And again, if the price has gone up of that crypto that you've gained, it's a bonus. So you win either way. You win because you can spend the yield that you've earned. It's obviously on here. One of these is out of range at the moment. That's because Keats is going crazy, but I'm going to leave that for now. But this is earning decent for me. And it's only compounding. I can take the yield. I can do what I want with it. And I know that I'm making money as opposed to just, holding on to a token and it doing nothing. The idea is to earn now, grow more, win either way, which is getting the ROI immediately. And then 6 to 12 months later, if your crypto's gone up, bonus. You get the double effect. But this still happens. This happens every single time. The guys in the group, me, a lot of other YouTubers who promote this content, this is what happens. Right? Get an ROI every day from the liquidity pools because it is paying out. But the typical crypto holder ignores that because it's boring. Right? It's boring. They've got the dopamine from wanting the stupid price predictions, the 10x, the 20x, the 8x, whatever that they've been promised in the YouTube video, or the favorite YouTuber. I spoke about the same guy over and over again that sits on his porch, talks about his favorite crypto every single day, and the price does nothing. And it's just a waste of time because that guy's making absolutely no money. Right? If he put his crypto in pools, he'd be making an ROI every day. And guess what? He could tell you. But no, this is it. Just, continue DCing into a coin that has done nothing for 4 years. This is the majority of people. And the amount of charts that I show, they're garbage. And the amount of charts, again, no offense to these coins. I try and change the coin that I diss, like this one. VRA, done nothing since 22. Yeah, there'll still be people on X. There'll still be people on YouTube that continually DCA into this because unfortunately, this mindset that they have is prominent. And again, another meme to illustrate this, which is the mindset of crypto holders and what they perceive is a hard choice. And this is the choice that they think exists. This isn't the only choice. Yeah. But they think, right, shall I just keep DCAing into my coin that never goes up? Be honest, I've done this. I've bought into a coin monthly years ago that didn't go up just because I thought the tech was good. I even had a comment on one of my videos that basically said I think it was ICP is different because the tech's better. And it's like, I get what you're saying, but again, are you watching price predictions? Are you just dollar cost averaging into it forever because you think that one day it's going to explode, even though it didn't in the bull run? You know, because it's not really done anything amazing. You know, does that look great? But there's always that carrot dangling, unfortunately, for people in crypto. So that isn't the choice. And you know, I'm going to promote liquidity pools because that's what pays me every day. Now, I wanted to cover something that I put into ChatGPT. And these were this is the prompt that I used. Now, obviously, I tried to be as generic as possible, but this is kind of how it is on the whole, right? Let's look at the statistical odds. Ignore emotion. I want the likelihood. I get you can't predict the future, but on the basis of probability, I want the stats of the likelihood of losing 10K in one, a crypto rank 200 plus in market cap versus in a liquidity pool, high TVL based on a platform such as Aave, Uniswap, etc. Look at the historical context and compare both, because this is where people say, oh, it's too risky. So let's have a look. They think it's too risky getting into liquidity pools because they don't understand how they work. And I've had the typical, guy in his mum's basement in the comments saying that, oh, they build backdoors in the smart contracts, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So statistically, the ranked 200 plus coin is far more likely to lose most/all of the 10K than a carefully chosen high TVL DeFi position on Aave or Uniswap style infrastructure. Scenario: crypto rank 200 plus, chance of losing 50%, 40 to 70% over a cycle, chance of losing 80 to 90, high 25 to 50%, chance of near total loss, meaningful 10 to 30%. Scenario: high TVL liquidity pool lending position, chance of losing 50% plus, moderate, mostly asset price, IL driven, 10 to 35, chance of losing 80 to 90%, 3 to 15%, near total loss, lower but not zero, 1 to 10. Why? For rank 200 plus coins, historical context is brutal. CoinGecko reported that 53.2% of all tokens launched since 2021 had failed. And again, shown you the charts many times. That includes tiny tokens, but it shows the base rate problem. Lower cap crypto has a very high death illiquidity risk. There's also drawdown data. Analysis cited by Binance Swan found that the median altcoin reached a minus 90% drawdown versus Bitcoin within 10 to 20 months after all-time high across the top 300 altcoins. That's not even just ranked 200 plus, that's a broader top 300 altcoins. For higher total value locked DeFi, the risk is different. You're not betting on one ranked 250 coins surviving. You're taking protocol risk, smart contract risk, Oracle collateral risk, impermanent loss, and asset price risk. Aave itself highlights 4.6 billion of historical liquidations processed across market stress, showing the system has handled major volatility, but that doesn't remove risk. DeFi can still blow up. Chain analysis said crypto thefts reached 3.4 billion in 2025. Mentioned the recent Aave related event. Practical conclusion. Your main risk is the asset simply dying with a rank 200 plus coin, losing liquidity, never recovering, or doing 90 plus drawback. Statistically, this is much higher. Lose the 10k setup. Using high TVLP lending, your risk is more technical, structural. You can still lose badly, especially with volatile pairs, concentrated liquidity, bridged assets, or unaudited chains. But if it's major assets, high TVL, audited, proven protocol, no leverage, sensible ranges, the odds of a full wipeout are materially lower. So there you go. Right? Rank 200 plus coin, lottery ticket risk, high TVL DeFi equals infrastructure / protocol risk plus market risk, but usually lower wipeout probability if chosen carefully. So the issue is, right? And I get it. If you're watching this and you don't own any crypto, just leave the video, because you need to be exposed to crypto first, right? Most of the guys that join our group and that watch the channel are guys that have held crypto just like I did and got sick of nothing happening. Got sick of price predictions, got sick of, believing in the tech and being promised a ridiculous altcoin season with the coin doing 10, 20x and didn't happen. And what they want to do is use their existing crypto to make money, basically, because that's why we're in here, okay? But if you're new to this, to crypto completely, you probably won't be watching this anyway, but if you are, just leave the video. You need to get a bit of skin in the game and, buy some Bitcoin, buy some ETH and go from there, really. Because this is predominantly content that I create for existing people that want to find another path in crypto like I did, rather than the same old boring, stupid videos, stupid price predictions, and nothing happening, right? Because this is where stuff happens with gaining a yield. This is where something happens where you're putting your crypto to work instead of waiting for a miracle to happen, a lottery ticket, a scratch card, whatever, because that's literally what's happening. Whereas with DeFi, with liquidity pools, you can kind of look at the risk in terms of, like I mentioned before, high TVL, coins that are high up in market cap, and using protocols that you have researched, that you believe in, which statistically is safer, no matter what some bum in the comments says, than just holding on to a coin. And this guy says Pirate Chain. Yeah, I mentioned Pirate Chain before. Still have a little bit, but again, it's like, if you only have that coin, let's get it up. So if you have Pirate Chain, like this guy says, let's see how it's done. Could have done really good recently. Because privacy coins have actually done all right. So here we go. That's down. Is it because of market cap or is it just price? Yes. So, I mean, again, it's like, I still have some of this somewhere in a wallet. Can't remember where I stored it, to be fair. I didn't have much. But again, it's like, are you holding it, hoping that this is going to go up, and DCAing into it, hoping that it's going to go up? I mean, there's nothing wrong with keeping it, but then trying another avenue to, get some gains back. But again, I suppose it depends where you got in, because a year ago, 180%, 30 days, 100%. So it depends when you've bought it. But if I always say to everyone, and this is what I said every single week on the channel, if it's gone up for you by this much, just take some profits, man. Take some profits, right? Anything can happen in crypto. So take some profits, bank, cash it in. And don't be one of those guys that just wants more, gets greedy. Take some profits, man, if this has gone up for you, because that is the best thing that you can do in crypto. And the unfortunate, harsh reality is, and this is especially true, even if price predictions come true, because some will, right? The odd occasion you'll get a coin that goes crazy, but I guarantee that when it does go crazy, no one will take profits, and that's the issue, and that's why the strategy that we talk about here is that it creates an ROI already. 6.67% a month I got last month. And this is what I shared last time. It's like, if you're bag holding, it's costing you. If you're just DCNN stuff going down, this is what you need to try. You can trade. You can do the, what's it called? Poly market. You can try these. But the only way really you're going to get an ROI that is good, in my opinion, is liquidity pools. We've mentioned on the channel before, you can stake your crypto. 3% ETH. You can do it in. You can do it in normal coins, assets, or you can do it in your Coinbases. I think even Bitpan that I work with, 7% on USDC. So you can do that, but I know that if you're in crypto, you'll probably want a better ROI than 7%. That's just how it is in crypto. You'll want a better 7%. And like I said, I got 6.77 last month. So now there's various options for you in crypto to get more out of your existing crypto, but going on something like this, searching for your coin, and then monetizing it, in my opinion, is the best way to do it. There's a lot of research, there's a lot of learning involved with this, but once you understand it, once you learn it, then it's a no-brainer, literal no-brainer. And it'll stop you watching the stupid price predictions videos. It'll stop you just having the hopium of, this, it's the typical, I don't know if how many Americans are watching this, but this is it. Let me just get this. Right. This is your favorite YouTuber. This is your favorite YouTuber. All you need now on this is So here you go. This is a masterclass in YouTube thumbnails. So this is what they do in YouTube. There you go. So there's your favorite YouTuber. And that's pretty much what happens. They tell you XRP is going to, not necessarily XRP, but they tell you your favorite coin is going to a ridiculous position, and that this time next year you'll be a millionaire. That's pretty much sums up the the YouTube algorithm. That's it there. So next time you watch a YouTube video, just have this image in mind, because Del Boy here on YouTube, that's what he's pretty much saying. If you have any comments or you want me to look into any coins, drop it now and let me know if you want me to answer anything. I'll give you a minute. Let me know. Ask me some questions. I had to get a comment actually today. With someone saying, does it matter about the tech? And obviously, if you're researching, your favorite crypto, you have to look at the white paper, blah blah blah. But the main thing for me really is the chart, and I've gone through this, a lot. Like Solana's the best example. Look at the chart of something like Solana, and then you look at it, trajectory, see the clear bull markets, all-time high recently, a year ago. Market cap's insane, volume's insane. Before you actually look at anything, because you could have the best tech ever, but people said that about VRA. People said that about Multiverse X. These are great websites, but first look at the chart. I mean, and again, I talked about it before. Look, all-time high, November 21. Chart is pile of shit. There you go. I don't know if this guy's joking or not. I've no idea. Could be $5, $10, $50, $70, $100, $120. Who knows? But you're asking the wrong question, because if your whole, how do I put this? How your whole net worth, not net worth, but your crypto holdings of a coin depend on a price prediction by someone online, is not the way to go. You should be thinking, right, I like XRP. How can I monetize it? Can I stake it? Can I use it in pools? Can I get more ROI back on it? What is the other option? Have I got others in the portfolio? Because at the moment, I'm not bothered about price. I'm just accumulating and growing this portfolio with the long-term view that it's just going to be acquiring more Bitcoin. Because for me, that is the coin that is really going up long-term, BTC. And that's the harsh reality again. Like, people can talk about the coin all they want. What about this tech? What about that tech? But it it's like the charts never lie. The charts never lie, and the bull markets never lie. The bear markets never lie. So at the end of the day, you can hold onto a coin, hoping one day that it's going to go crazy, or you can start making money literally now by just going on and going into the pools and trying it. But anyway, that's it for me. I'm absolutely roasting this room, so I need to cut downstairs where it's cooler because I'm sweating. But anyway, cheers for watching, guys. See you very soon.